In this video, I'm going to go over how to select a random set of data from your data set. So it sounds kind of silly, but that's what we're going to do. So if we pull one of these columns, we could pull more than one, but I just want to look at one column. So I'm going to take the column I want, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it on a new sheet just so that I have fresh place to work. So I have that whole column. Now, I didn't look to see what my end value was. So that's actually something that's you want to keep in mind with this video. So if you don't know the end value, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the index function and a random generator. So the index function, it will pull data from this set. So whatever one you have selected here, I actually have column B in the base formula that I copied, but I actually have my data in column A. So I'm going to switch that. The reason I have dollar signs here is so that when I pull this to go somewhere else, it will always still reference that column A for that information. Now, I want to get my information from this area. So I want the random numbers between. Now I have a value here in row 1. So I don't want row 1. I want just the data values. So I'm starting with row 2. And I want to go to the end of the column. So I want it to select any item from that column, but I don't know my last number, so I just put the end of column A in this case. So I could have scrolled down, but what if your data value, your data list is so big that you don't know the end? And it could take a while sometimes to scroll to the end of your data set. So just having this ability is nice. And we're only looking at one column, so we're in the column we want to be. If we were looking at a rectangular data set, so we had more than one column, we would tell it which column we wanted to look at. So now it'll pull just a single value from that set of data. So it pulled 138.84. I could scroll down and find it if I wanted to. But now, suppose you want to find 10 random values from that data set. All you have to do is select and drag down. Now, I should have put it up in row 1, so I'm going to copy it up to row 1 first. See, it's still pulling from that set. It's not moving anything. Nothing changed, which is nice. So now I'm going to drag it down. Since I have 1 and 2, I am going to go down to row 10. There. That's a nice, easy way to count 10. Now, for some of these, you may want to be finding the average. So let's add one more step in here. So if we want the average of this set, we can just use that average function, select that data, and copy it. Now, if I want 10 sets of random data and their averages, I have it all set up. All I have to do is now drag it over 10 columns, 3, 7, 10 columns. Now I have 10 sets of 10 values with their averages. And if I want to work with this data in some other way, you would probably want to copy it and paste it as a value somewhere else. because every time you work with this sheet now, it will recalculate these random values. So I hope this helps you with getting a set of random values from your data set.